Orders are getting pushed into October. So if you are still sitting on the sidelines, depending on which state you are, it might be actually too late, or is something going to happen in the next week or so. And so let's take a look at what's happening right now, all these different Tesla orders for the probably Tesla Model 3 and the Model Y, and take a look at maybe some strategies if you haven't placed an order yet, what you can actually do at this point. So we've got Tesla orders getting pushed, Tesla orders getting delayed right now. If you are still on the sidelines and you haven't placed your order for a Tesla vehicle, whether it's a Model 3 or Model Y, it may be too late to do a custom order. We'll show you what you need to do at this point. And essentially the TLDR is that you have to find an inventory vehicle that you can reserve and place a deposit and potentially take delivery ASAP. Tony posted this in the US. Tesla's estimated delivery date has shifted to October. I understand that eligible customers can still receive the $7,500 rebate by placing a deposit on September 30th and taking delivery later. Confirm with your Tesla advisor. And so it would seem that way if you look at the IRS documents, but Tesla hasn't provided any sort of guidance at all, and you still need to get a sales document. And so I think at this moment Tesla isn't going to release anything, and so I wouldn't bank on that. And that's why Tesla is still pushing on their website and everything. If you want to secure the $7,500 federal tax credit at point of sale, you need to take delivery by September 30th. And so if we take a look at some of the different dates, a lot of the different Model Ys and Model 3s, depending on where you're at, if you're on an East Coast area, it essentially says October 2025 at this point in terms of deliveries. If you're on like a West Coast area, you get this message right here, which is September to October of 2025. And really that's because like if you take a look at inventory in like the West Coast areas, there is none on the ground for like the Model 3s, or I guess Model 3 has some, but like the Model Ys, absolutely none. But if you're looking for like a Model 3, there seems to be a decent amount, depending on selection and everything, that you can choose for some of the models that are out there. And so Model 3 really has never had an issue with demand. It's really Model Ys is where you get screens like this. And so the quick tip here is this: when you get to this screen, if you don't know what the screen this is the Tesla inventory screen. You can access it by clicking the new inventory right here, and then you're going to switch it to all deliverable. That shows any vehicle that you might be able to pick up and register in your area. And if you run into this, it kind of updates throughout the day, kind of randomly out there. And I know some of you might have tips on like when's the best time to look. It's kind of just hit or miss in terms of like vehicles pop up, they disappear. Sometimes like yesterday we saw like 3 or 4 Model Ys here, and now they're pretty much gone at this point. And so certainly it's just one of these things. There's not really a good alert system. You kind of just have to look at what's available. And if you don't want to do that, and you could certainly just place an order on Tesla's website and just see what pops up, because when you place an order, it does show you like a view available vehicles if it actually becomes a thing where it shows up and everything. And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle, or even up to $250 off. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. My other advice is, if you are still on the fence but you want to like really hold on to a vehicle or get locked in with the VIN first, you can message or even go into your local Tesla store and link up with a advisor to see if they can find a vehicle that might be in demo status, that might be coming out in the near future for you to try and get into, with your $250 deposit. At this point, it is looking pretty sparse, and really I think the next date to kind of look out for is that September 21st timeframe, because that's what Tesla is kind of locking to right now in terms of like the lease payments are going to go up. And so maybe there is a thing here where they want people to order, and once the lease payment goes up, then they'll release all the different inventory vehicles, and let that be the case with like inventory and everything getting rushed to like the West Coast areas in the Texas markets as well. And so that's my guess. If I were to put on my like prediction hat, conspiracy hat, if anything, like maybe after September 21st, which is this coming Sunday actually, so maybe Monday we start to see more inventory looking lively, and you might be able to lock one down and everything with your Tesla vehicle. And all of that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. I know a lot of you out there want the maximum discount off your Tesla. Well, don't forget about your current vehicle as well and where you are selling it. One viewer, you actually used givemethevin.com down below in the description and got $3,000 more than Tesla. So you might as well give givemethevin.com down below in the description a shot at buying your Tesla, because they want to get you maximum value and they want to buy it from the comfort of your home. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. In other Tesla news, this was pretty interesting. So I didn't realize this. Well, I knew that the Model Y L, the third row Model Y, has a powered armrest, but I didn't know that it automatically raises when a person is detected. So really cool to like combine all these different features with like the interior to make it more a little bit more comfortable when you're driving around or everything. You can see that the armrest automatically lifted up and also decreases and goes away when you're about to jump out of the vehicle as well. Another new Model Y features, which I feel like this is going to be coming to the US shortly soon after that. The new Model Y L features an upgraded wireless charging pad with 50-watt charging and active cooling with central vent, 15 watts previously. So what is that, like a 3x power upgrade with that? Really cool to see. The new iPhone 17 can utilize this power as Q2 Qi Wireless 2 charging now supports up to 25 watts. I hope Tesla brings this chargers to other models. Yeah, I would love to see this because wireless charging is always a little bit weird, and that's why we use the Jowa phone mount on all of our Tesla vehicles, because it's a little bit faster and it secures it and also puts it at a nice viewpoint. When you put the wireless charger this low, you really can't see it, and so it's not beneficial to me. Tesla Chan posted this: Tesla China is offering a 4,000 yuan discount for the Model 3 rear-wheel drive inventory vehicles in the name of a final payment discount. The customer will receive a limited insurance grant of 8,000 yen and a final payment of 4,000 yen. So it seems like Tesla China is trying to incentivize the Model 3 rear-wheel drive a little bit more, and I could easily see that happening to the US markets as well, because when we take a look at Model 3, there is inventory there, and so certainly I could easily see more incentives coming out for our market as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data, like your addresses, phone numbers, from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too.